Hey, namaste. This is Sacredowl with another Real Talk with Sacredowl. Today I want to talk about standing up for yourself, protecting yourself, loving yourself, things you shouldn't tolerate from anybody or anything. You know, when people are rude towards you and they try to impact your life in a negative way, remember that you're not a doormat. You're not nobody's doormat. And you should never learn to not accept anything or any behavior towards you that's against who you really are. Stand up for yourself. Live life the way you want to live it because you deserve that. But here are some of the things that I'm going to point out, maybe 5 or 6 things that I'm going to point out that are most important when you are standing up for yourself. 1, when you're stuck in needless arguments with people, stop explaining yourself. Stop explaining yourself to people. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. Now, between your spouse and you and your spouse or your partner or whatever, if you want to share what you've done and everything like that, that's fine. But even if your spouse puts you in a position to always have to explain yourself, that's something you shouldn't have to tolerate. You should not have to explain yourself to everything and everyone because that's not the right to do that. See, what happens is when we're growing up as kids, we're always in a position to have to explain where we're at, what we're doing, why we do something. Well, when a partner or a person or a friend or a coworker or a boss puts you in a position to explain yourself, they're bringing you back to a childlike mentality. So they're lowering you down and putting themselves above you. Don't tolerate that. Do not explain yourself to anybody. You don't have to. It's something that's a given choice. If you want to share what you're doing, if you want to share how you feel, then that's okay, because what's going to happen is that you're going to start getting into arguments because now they're trying to absorb your energy and you don't want to tolerate that. Second thing, negativity of other people is sucking the best out of you. So what happens is that you should learn how to walk away from people who are very, very negative. 3 questions I usually ask when somebody comes to me with anything, when they want to tell me something. 1, is it for my highest good? Can I go back and talk to the person about it? And what purpose does it serve? If those 3 questions are not answered in the proper way, I don't want to hear what you have to say. Don't tolerate negative talk or negativity from people, because what it does is it drains you to such a point that you're tired and you're aggravated. Number 3, change you and your belief systems. That means your habits. Whatever things that you've been doing in life that are not working for you, change those belief systems, because you don't have to prove yourself to anybody. You do not have to prove yourself to anybody. The only person you should accept you is you. The only person that you should prove yourself to is yourself. Anybody else, it's a choice that you may give them. It's a luxury that they may have. Number 3, when you constantly being criticized, or number 4, constantly being criticized for your mistakes, it's the other person trying to put themselves above you and press down on your energy. Do you have to accept criticism? I like you to point out the most perfect person out there. If you're so busy telling me what I'm doing wrong, please show me what you're doing right. People have a habit of wanting to criticize because the only way that some people can feel good about themselves is when they put themselves above the other, which now leads into point number 5. They're bullying you. You think bullying stopped when you were in high school? No, it continues. When you were in school, it was a certain type of bullying. As you get older, they bully you. It could be co-workers, it could be that. And you know what they do? They make jokes about you. Oh, I'm only kidding. I'm only making a joke about it. Let me tell you something about people who joke about you. They're telling you something, they're disrespecting you in such a degree that they're saying to you that you're not at my equal level. So they're trying to bring you down to their level. People who joke on you all the time to the point that it irritates you is because they don't feel good about themselves. So they have to bring you down to where they're at so that they can feel some sense of superiority. You don't have to tolerate that. So if you are being bullied, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. And number 6, don't be ashamed of what you've done in the past. When you're arguing with somebody or they're trying to argue with you and they bring up the past, walk away. Walk away. Because they're trying to bring you back. They're not dealing with now. Now. They're trying to bring you back so that they can have something to say. Listen, protect yourself. Stand up for yourself. Love yourself. This is Sacredowl. I love you because I stand up for myself. Have a great day.